If you were about to buy a flagship, wait. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra changes everything. It's not just a spec bump. It's a shift in how you use your phone publicly. We're talking about a camera system that rivals cinema rigs and a processor. That makes laptops nervous. The authentic leaks are out. If rumors about the new Agentic AI and the privacy display are true, Samsung might leave the iPhone in the dust. Welcome back to Tap Tech. I'm breaking down the S26 Ultra details. From the 3nm architecture to a battery reality check you need to hear. First, the display. We're done with screen protectors. Samsung is reportedly killing the privacy screen industry with the integrated privacy display. This is a hardware innovation in the dynamic LTPO panel. Simple toggle or opening a banking app aggressively narrows viewing angles. Head on, it's 2600 nits clear. From the side, it's pitch black. This is a massive win for privacy in public spaces. But the screen upgrades don't stop there. We are also hearing credible reports of Gorilla Glass Armor 2, the anti-reflective coating that stunned everyone on the S24 Ultra has been improved, cutting reflections by another 20%. Outdoor visibility will look practically like paper. And what is a cinema-grade display without the sound to match? The S26 Ultra is reportedly utilizing a new acoustic chamber design. While the speaker grills look the same, the internal displacement is higher, delivering noticeably richer bass and wider stereo separation. It won't replace your Bluetooth speaker, but for watching movies in bed. The immersion is leveled up, designed dash-wise. It's a refinement. The sharp corners are shaved down, making this 6-point-inch slab comfortable to hold. Bezels are practically gone using borderless packaging tech. We're seeing a titanium build in finishes like black shadow and galactic blue beneath. The glass, the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, is finally evolving. Leaks suggest Samsung is adopting Qualcomm's larger 3D Sonic Max sensor. This means a massive unlocking zone where you don't have to hunt for the spot. You can tap almost anywhere in the lower third of the screen. It unlocks instantly, even with wet hands. We also need to talk about the S Pen, the feature that defines the Ultra. The latency is dropping to a near-zero 2.3 milliseconds, making it feel indistinguishable from ink on paper. But the rumors point to a new condenser texture on the stylus itself, giving it a tactile, paper-like grip rather than the slippery plastic of the past. It's a tiny detail, but for artists and note-takers, it matters. But the best upgrade is key to support. Finally, magnets are built into the back glass. You can use magnetic wallets and mounts without a special case, which is a huge usability win. Now, the cameras. The spec sheet says 200 megapixels again, but don't be fooled. The upgrade is in the glass. Primary lens aperture is widening, significantly likely to f1.7. This lets in way more light. Finally fixing Samsung's struggle with moving subjects. No more blur when your dog runs indoors. The shutter speed is just faster. We are also seeing mentions of a new Pro visual engine dedicated specifically to skin tones, ensuring that portraits look natural rather than overprocessed. Video is where it shines. The S26 Ultra is gunning for the Videography King title with a new Cinematic Pro mode featuring adjustable rack focus speeds. You can control how fast focus shifts from foreground to background. The 5x periscope lens also gets a brighter aperture, fixing those grainy concert zoom shots. The bad news is the 3x telephoto lens remains at 10 megapixels. It feels lazy compared to the 50 megapixel standards elsewhere, but it's not a deal breaker under the hood. The S26 Ultra is a monster running the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Authentic supply chain reports confirm Samsung and Qualcomm are sticking to a refined 3nm process. Don't be disappointed. This 4 Galaxy edition is overclocked. Early benchmarks show multi-core scores rivaling desktops, meaning 8K editing and ray-traced gaming are effortless. Speaking of gaming, the new Adreno GPU supports frame interpolation 2.0. This allows you to run heavy games at a perceived 120 frames per second without draining the battery like a heater. To handle the heat, the vapor chamber is 1.5 times larger, ensuring no throttling during marathon sessions. Connectivity is also taking a leap. We are looking at Wi-Fi 7 with MLO multi-link operation. This allows the phone to connect two Wi-Fi bands simultaneously, slashing latency for cloud gaming and ensuring your video calls don't drop even if one band gets congested. Plus, the UWB chip has been upgraded for precise tracking, turning your phone into a literal digital key for supported cars with inch-perfect accuracy. RAM is getting a bump too, with the baseline likely moving to 12 gigabytes. Plus, we are finally seeing the jump to UFS 5.0 storage. This means apps install instantly and files transfer in the blink of an eye. We also have to mention the ecosystem synergy. Samsung is finally closing the gap with Apple's continuity features. Leaks suggest the S26 Ultra will introduce Instant Hotspot 2.0 and a unified clipboard that works instantly with the Galaxy Book and Tab S10 without the usual lag. It's about making the phone the brain of your entire tech life. And for those worried about the long haul, the chassis is rumored to be upgraded to grade 5 titanium across all colorways, making it significantly more resistant to dents than the hybrid aluminum frames of the past. This structural rigidity, combined with the 7-year update promise, means this phone is actually built to last until the 2030s. Software is the real game changer this year with Agentic AI. Until now, AI was reactive. With One UI 8.5, it becomes proactive. The system can navigate apps for you. Tell it to book a table at that Italian place from last month, and it finds the location and books the reservation automatically. It's a doer, not just a chatbot. This is powered by Samsung's second-gen Gauss model. It's running partially on-device for a hybrid approach that keeps your data secure. It also uses predictive battery management to kill background processes you won't need, squeezing out more power. Plus, satellite connectivity is finally standard for off-grid messaging, a critical safety feature for hikers and travelers. Let's talk power. I have to be honest. Despite rumors of a massive 6,000 mAh stacked battery, authentic leaks point to 5,000 mAh again. Samsung is playing it safe. They claim the efficient chip extends life, which may be true, but it feels like a missed opportunity on paper. The silver lining is speed. Samsung is finally moving to 60-watt wired charging. It's the sweet spot, getting you a 75% charge in about 30 minutes. Wireless charging also jumps to 25 watts with the new key to standard, so refilling is much faster. So the verdict: release is expected mid-March. In the US, Samsung will likely freeze the price at $12.99 to stay competitive, though Europe might see a hike. Is it worth it? If you have an S25 Ultra, the changes are subtle. But if you are on an S23 or S24, this is a massive leap. Motion blur, fixing camera, magnetic accessories, and the fastest Android processor. It's a supercycle refinement year. But I want to know what you think. Is the privacy display a game changer, or is the battery size a deal breaker? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, tap that like button and subscribe to stay ahead of the curve. I'll see you in the next one.